So, this is a throwback story to, I think it was, I know I was like 13 or 12 years old at the time, or maybe like younger than that actually. I think it might have been just turning 12 or something. Actually, no. I was about 12 or 13 years old at the time. This was, I'm trying to think of what the year was. I think it was 2000 and late 2009 or 2010 or something, around that time. And we went to, well, it was my father and my stepmother. They just basically met like the year before, and I started to see my father again after a couple years not seeing him. And I went with my sister, my father, my stepmother, my aunt, my uncle, my step-grandfather, and my grandmother. We went to, and my cousin was, my little cousin, she was only like a year or two old basically at the time. And we went to, it was a day of fun basically. It was a day of fun. We went all the way to the Build-A-Bear workshop in Burlington, Vermont, or South Burlington, Vermont. And we went to Denny's. We went to Denny's to eat. And we went to, this was, like I said, I think this was like 2009 or 2010. I'm not really too sure. It was around that time. And we went to Denny's, and I got a milkshake, and or a strawberry milkshake or smoothie or whatever. It's pretty good. And I don't know what else I had. I think like chicken tenders or something. Yeah, you're gonna say, oh, he's remember all that time what he had for food? Yeah. And we went to Ben & Jerry's. We got a tour around Ben & Jerry's. We got free little cups of ice cream for a sample. And we got a tour around Ben & Jerry's. It was pretty cool. Which Ben & Jerry's is in, where is it? Barry, Vermont, I think, or something like that. I'm not really too sure. But we went basically all across Vermont, basically. And then we went to the Cabot plant where they make cheese and butter and stuff. But the thing with my father, he kept turning around because he couldn't find the places, basically, because this was his first time going, and he didn't have like he didn't have a GPS or anything, so this was like his first time going to these places. Well, he knew where the Build-A-Bear was, he knew where Denny's was and everything, but he didn't know where Ben & Jerry's was. So every couple miles you turn around, we had to turn back around, turn around, turn back around, turn around, turn back around, and it was just funny. And then we finally went to Ben & Jerry's after it was almost closing time for them, because it was like, I think it was like 4 o'clock at night. And so it was almost the time for them to close. And we finally went over to Ben & Jerry's. And they had a little like exhibit and everything, what they were talking about, the history of Ben & Jerry's. And then we went to Cabot after. And I don't like cheese, but they had butter and they had crackers and stuff for samples as well. And I got like a free bracelet and pens and stuff like that, because they had like, you know, free stuff they could give to you or whatever. Then we went to when we went home, but we kept turning around every couple miles. We kept turning around. It was funny. It was really funny. So this was a memory that I have, and it was a pretty fun adventure going to Cabot, the Cabot cheese factory, and Ben & Jerry's, and the not Build-A-Bear, but it's Vermont's. Oh, what is it called? no, it's not Build-A-Bear. I called it Build-A-Bear. It's Vermont Teddy Bear Factory or something like that. Something like that. I forgot what it's called. It's not Build-A-Bear, but it's similar to what Build-A-Bear does. I called it Build-A-Bear, but it's not Build-A-Bear. It's I forgot. Vermont. It's Vermont. So I'm doing a video. It was Vermont Teddy Bear Factory or something like that. But anyway, it's a fun memory. So I'm going to end this video here. Another throwback story here. So peace.